One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will take the field first. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, in last season's Egg Bowl, down 14-10 early. But the old Bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real, the rivalry is real, so this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, Dave, with 14 points in the first quarter. It just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
Quarterback keeps it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I love the way this defense just started this football game. You gave up some yards, but who cares?
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
It's a running room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between attack.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Chapin. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on their own. This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Encroachment defense. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right on the money. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. With the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They go on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Inside the 45. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Slithers into space. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Got it, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on down? He'll take it himself. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. The sure hands, it's Wallace. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the 1st half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense uses their 2nd timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So
another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited...
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are.
It's picked picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's the heat. Hit as he throws. That's reeled in. It's Haas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Going over the top. Hits him in stride at the 10. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Rebels in the hurry-up. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go with a direct snap. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Heyman. .90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to throw at Simmons. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines like, listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
He finds a soft spot in the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Second down coming up. Snap it to the back. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. Fourth down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over. Quarterback making adjustments. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air. It's Simmons. Quick completion on the out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He's brought down quickly. getting there. Still a bit short of the first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's caught. A clutch grab in the end zone for a touchdown to tie the game, and they can win it with the extra point. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, but these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job